In the last tutorial, we completed workout info view. We are now going to move on to food preference view. Let's take a couple of minutes to check out the design and see what we're going to work on next. In food preferences view, we have two sections we need to complete: the nutrition section and the food section. Both of these sections will take only one value from the user. We will use both the rounded rec and the capsule list button. Let's go back to Xcode and get started. Hit Command-Shift-O and type food and hit enter. Above the body, add a new line and type @environment object var model : onboarding view model. Inside of previews, let's add .environment object onboarding view model. Now, command click on onboarding view model. We're going to add a new line under selected skill type, type @published var selected nutrition type equals 0. On the next line, we're going to type @published var selected food type equals 0. Hit the back button to go back to food preference view. Under the body variable, let's add var nutrition section : sum view. Inside of the nutrition section, we're going to add a VStack. Inside of the VStack, we're going to add a text view. And inside of the text view, we're going to set it to food preference. Let's add a font modifier and set it to .custom. We will set the custom modifier to .black and we'll set the size to 30. Let's also add some padding to the top. Underneath the text view, let's add a VStack with its alignment set to .leading. Inside of the VStack, let's add for each 0 ... less than self.model.nutrition.count, comma, ID : \self. Index in. Inside of the for each, we're going to add a capsule list button. We will set the title to self.model.nutrition (index). Next, let's set the type to self.model.selected nutrition type. For index, we'll set it to index. And for the action, we're going to go ahead and set it to self.model.selected nutrition type equals index. Now let's add some modifiers to our container. We're going to add some padding and set it to 15. We're going to give it a frame and set it to max width .infinity. Let's add a background modifier and set it to .white. We'll give it a corner radius and set it to 15. And we'll add a bit of horizontal padding and we'll set that to 15. Now that the nutrition section is set up, let's update the body. First thing we're going to do is delete the text view and add a scroll view. Inside of the scroll view, we're going to add nutrition section. For the scroll view, let's add a frame modifier. We will add the max width property and set it to .infinity. We'll add the max height property and set it to .infinity. We'll also add the .background modifier and set it to color.base background. Under the nutrition variable, let's add a couple of lines, and we're going to add var food section : sum view. Inside of the food section, we're going to add a VStack and set the alignment to .leading. Inside of the VStack, we're going to add a text view, and we're going to set the text view to what do you like. We'll then give the text view a font modifier and give it a custom modifier and set the custom modifier to .medium with a size of 22. Underneath text view, let's add lazy vgrid columns : self.model.columns. Inside of the lazy vgrid, we're going to add for each opening parenthesis 0 ... less than self.model.foodtypes.count ID : \self. Index in. Inside of the for each, we're going to add a rounded rec button. We're going to set the title to self.model.foodtypes (index). We're going to set the icon to self.model.foodicons (index). We're going to set the type to self self.model.selectedFoodType. Let's set index to index. And for action, we're going to set self.model.selectedFoodType equals index. Let's give this overall section some modifiers. We're going to add some padding and we'll set it to 15. We'll do a frame modifier with max width set to .infinity. We're going to add a background and set it to .white. Let's set the corner radius to 15. Let's add some horizontal padding and set it to 15. Now inside of the body, under the nutrition section, we're going to add food section. We are finished with the food preferences view. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel.